Good morning. My name is Chad Wardner. I'm the Ag Operations Manager for American Crystal in the Drayton District. We're standing inside Shed 10 right now, which is one of the three largest buildings American Crystal has. This shed will house about 75,000 ton. Basically what we do in here, you got a piler sitting behind me. We will be dumping loaded trucks on this piler for approximately 10 days, filling up this whole shed. We'll start here, we'll build our corners on that side, we'll build our corners on this side, and eventually we'll go full swing in here, all the way to the other end of the shed. While we're filling this shed, we will be turning fans on there on the opposite sides of these walls over here, and we will be cooling these beets down as we fill. We will be setting our temperature somewhere right around 55 degrees. So as soon as the air temperature falls below 55 degrees, those fans will turn on and start cooling off the beets inside here. When we're done with harvest, we will maintain about a 38 degree temperature in here based upon the weather conditions outside. When we get into December and January, when the weather here usually turns 0, 20 below, we will start deep freezing these beets, which means we will start introducing frozen air into the pile and freeze these beets until the top of this pile is at about 0 degrees. When that happens, we'll bring in a tarping crew next February, March, something like that, and we will insulate this pile with about 3-4 inches of insulation and cover it with a tarp to protect that pile from outside temperatures. Sometime in May, late April and into May, we will come into this building and start processing these beets. These ones will be the last ones that we process for the factory for this year's crop. We're now standing on the opposite side of that wall I was talking about before, in what we call the plenum area. Basically, this area in here is just a giant air mixing chamber. The fans are standing behind Cody over there. And then we have two sets of doors. We have an outside door, call that a fresh air door up there. And then we have another door inside, and on the other side of that louver system is where the beets go. So when the weather starts cooling off outside, we don't want to introduce frozen air into the pile until we're starting to freeze it. So these two doors will work in conjunction with each other to mix about 38 degree air to hold that pile at a constant 38 degrees. So if it's 20 below outside and it's 40 degrees inside, we'll take that air and mix it in here and blow it up through the floor into the pile to keep those beets from freezing prematurely. When we get a forecast we like, we will close the inside door, open the outside door, and introduce completely frozen air to the whole pile.